Hi, I'm Roger with Campfire Tales. You know, I've spent my lifetime in the woods, on the water, under the stars, and I'd like to share some of my outdoor adventure stories with you. You know, most of them are true. Yeah, some, well, they could have been. They're the kind of stories that are really told around campfires. The kind that stick with you. The kind that teach you a thing or two about the outdoors. I hope you like them. You know, and if you got a few of your own that you'd like to share, we'll save a spot by the campfire for you. It's my turn again, I guess, to come up with another story to share around the campfire. And I guess this week, what I'm reminded of is the Killer Coyote Pack that I'd heard about years ago. There's a pack of coyotes out in eastern Washington in the sagebrush that's different from most of the coyotes. I was sitting there in my sleeping bag one evening and I hear, a coyote give their call towards, early evening, and then another coyote calls from a distance, and they had a routine for doing this. First coyote kind of says, "Hey, how's business over your way?" to the other one, and the other one says, "I haven't seen anything yet." And pretty soon they check in with 2 or 3 packs of coyotes, and finally one of them says, "Hey, I think I found some campers." And when that happens, they got a routine all worked out. They kind of move in on the campgrounds and send in, if the camper's got a dog, they send in their head of operations called Limpy. He limps into the campground and kind of entices the dog to, chase him because he's hurt and stuff. And the dog takes off after him, and as soon as he gets out of the light of the campfire and that sort of thing, the pack closes in, and that's hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres are served, and then what they do is they hang around and they wait for the main course. Just that guy that's sitting there in the tent. They're just kind of waiting for him to come out and make himself available. Pretty soon the guy maybe has to go to the bathroom or something, and he heads out, and the pack kind of closes in, and they got a routine on how they kind of dispatch the person. But this pack is really tidy. Once they're all done with their meal and their dessert and everything, they bury the bones, and they try not to leave any trace that they've been there doing their business and stuff, because they don't want to be kind of sorted out and found out on the thing. So if you happen to see a vacant tent kind of sitting there and you don't see anybody around and it's been there for a couple days, that's probably what happened. Was the Killer Coyote Pack just kind of moved in. So next time you're out there, and you hear the coyotes starting to make their calls and stuff, and they're starting to get close to your tent, instead of going to the bathroom, you better try to hold it till morning or something, because they're a dangerous pack, man. You better watch it. We hope that you enjoyed this week's telling of Campfire Tales. Please remember to hit subscribe to make sure that you get the announcements for next week's upcoming activities, as well as the new topics for the Campfire Tales. Please also share the fun that we have here and let your friends know about our website. Check out rogersoutdoorchannel.org for more information and to stay connected. If you like the outdoors, great to enjoy this site.